Hey, I just wanted to preface this episode and start it off by just saying, hey, how are you? This was recorded during Hurricane Irma we just had. It's now today is September 12th, officially that I'm recording this. The hurricane came through on the 10th, and we've been out of power since about 6 o'clock on Sunday the 10th. You can probably hear in the background the neighbors' generators on. There's probably about 30 homes on our little block right now that are without power. The neighborhood surrounding us on all sides has power on, but there's a large tree down. Someone's backyard took out the power lines, so we're still without power. They're saying probably about 3 more days we'll be without, and then back on to usual. So I'm just sitting out my car real quick. Wanted to record this. I just got done editing out the episode. So basically what you're going to hear is went ahead and decided I wanted to record the sound of the hurricane. A couple of years ago when I first got this recorder, I recorded the thunderstorms in the neighborhood, and it sounded amazing. And so I was like, hey, it'd be fun to go sit on the front porch, get some good hurricane sound footage, per se. And so that's what I did. And unbeknownst to myself, you'll hear at the end of the episode, I actually have about 18 minutes-ish, maybe 15 minutes of actual footage or, audio of the hurricane itself. But there is a part during that recording where you hear me tell my roommate to come out to listen to the sound, and you can hear a definite change in the sound of the actual wind. And unbeknownst to us, we thought maybe there was a tornado. We actually knew there was somewhere in the area. All of our alarms at one point went off, the alarm of the house, all of our phones. And it was probably the one point in time during this hurricane that I was actually pretty scared. I don't usually get freaked out about stuff, but I was actually quite frightened. We had everything prepared for ourselves to go into our closet, our walk-in closet. But we found out just that today, some friends of my roommate live a neighborhood over, and the tornado went right down their street. And, they talk about the freight train, and we didn't really hear that, but I could hear a definite sound in the distance. It was pretty crazy. But some highlights, we had some good times. We definitely bonded, got to know each other really well. I just recently moved out here to this area about 3-4 weeks ago now. It's been about 3 weeks, I guess. So I immediately moved from the Tampa Bay area, just in the middle of the state, close to work, and then Hurricane Irma chases me up here. So, but that being said, we had a good time. I took advantage of this hurricane. I have some weird annual traditions, and it includes me getting naked. So after I redid this recording, I figured, fuck it, I'm wet. So I dropped trowel, got butt-ass naked, and ran outside and said, Irma, I'm going to get all up in you. And so I ran out my front yard like a crazy naked man out in the hurricane and 80-mile-an-hour winds, which we actually found out the next day. We had sustained winds around 60, 65 miles an hour for about 7 hours. And then once Irma actually came through, the eye came through between us and the Tampa Bay area. My Facebook today, I posted a little video, not video, well, video too, but a little image of the graphic of the state, which I'll put that on my Instagram so you guys can kind of get an idea, because I'm going to use that for the cover. But yeah, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go out there in the hurricane. So we did. We had 65 mile an hour-ish sustained winds, gusts up from 80-ish. Some areas around us had 100 mile an hour gusts. But we definitely seemed like we had some tornado damage. And I don't know if it was here or just from the area, but we had some pretty crazy shit go down. Trees down, just the whole typical stuff. But we're definitely feeling blessed. And I hope you enjoy this episode. I'm going to stop rambling here because it's been a crazy week. I haven't got much sleep. Worked a shift at Disney today making pumpkins. Felt like a damn zombie there today. May or may not go in tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling tonight, if I get any sleep. So, anyways, so I have my just my chat about emergencies to be prepared. There is a link I have for a PDF for you to download. You can print. It's actually a link that takes you to a page that you can print a PDF out. That is basically just an emergency checklist for yourself. Listen to the episode. It's interesting. And then at the end of the episode, after my little outro commercials, I have about 15 minutes-ish of the hurricane footage. And again, at some point in time in there, you'll hear where we talk, my roommate and I talk a little bit. I ask her if she can hear the sound of the wind. And there's a definite change in the wind. So I figured give you a little bit of ambient sounding. You can kind of get an idea of what we dealt with for about 12 hours. If you've never been through a hurricane, it was pretty fucking crazy. Holy shit, I'm glad to be alive. And thanks for everybody who reached out. Meant so much to us here just to know we have people out there who care, and it's pretty awesome. Love this community. So that being said, enjoy this, and we will talk to you here on the next episode. All right, enjoy. Love you. Bye-bye. This is the Wise Guy Radio Show, a podcast dedicated to educating and inspiring through conversations with today's top talents in the world of glass. We will be dissecting their journeys in hopes to deliver actionable content that you, the artist, can start implementing now, helping you grow not only as a creative spirit, but also a successful artistic entrepreneur. With a little organization, relationship building, and your artistic ability, you can obtain greatness. Climb aboard, whether an artist, retail owner, or enthusiast. We have a ton of fun in store for you. Welcome to the Wise Guy Radio Show. Hey, what's happening? Welcome to the Wise Guy Radio Show episode Hurricane Irma edition. This is your host, Jason Michael, and I am currently on my front porch as Hurricane Irma approaches. And we've got about, you can probably hear, hopefully you can hear me as well. But I thought I'd try to record this while it's like 65 mile an hour winds out here. Holy shit. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's pretty scary. But I was actually out here just recording the sounds of the wind because I want to document this. And it made me think about going ahead and recording for this podcast. So here I am. Turn my volume down a little bit. Okay. So the reason I'm recording is, like I said, I'm recording the sounds of the wind just to document this whole thing. But also, it got me thinking, even with last year's fires that we had across the country, and then recently with Harvey in Texas, and now here in Florida with Irma, it got me thinking that as an artist and having a studio, you really have to be prepared for this kind of stuff. I've just recently moved out here to Orlando from the Tampa Bay area, and my studio is still out there. And so my shop mate, ex-roommate, former roommate, student, apprentice, he basically had executive decisions, and he took our studio down, packed up all of our torches. He's in an evacuation zone, so he has everything with him right now, except for my kiln, which is up and out of the way. Hopefully things are good and well there with that. But really what you need to do is put together a checklist, which I will have a link for you to download, make it easy for you. I'll have basically all the necessities on there, and then I'll leave some blank spaces so you can write down things that you may not see on the list. But this will give you an idea really to think about putting together a Tupperware container, tucker tote, big tub of some sort that you can pack up all your shit, all your hoses, regulators, torches, all your stuff, glass, maybe not cases of glass, but just things that you can put away and maybe take with you if you need to evacuate. We had a lot of us, friends of ours in the industry too, that were in Texas that lost everything. I mean, homes, studios, everything. It's just tragic. And now I'm sure here in Florida, we're going to have very similar stories. So as of right now, this hurricane was supposed to go up through Tampa Bay, which is where I was living at. And the last we heard, it was actually turning east a little bit. Oh, holy shit. Sorry. Just watching Transformers off in the distance blowing up. Green flashes. But yeah, so now it's heading towards us. So I'm not going to be on here too long, but I want to just basically just say, just think about when you're... These Transformers out here are blowing up everywhere. See all this green light? Can you see it? It's crazy. Sorry, just talking to friends inside. But yeah, so think about everything that you could potentially put away, and obviously sometimes we have emergencies where you got to get up and go, and sometimes we have a couple days or a week to plan. Like we've had a little bit of time for this hurricane to plan. So download this list, print it out, put it in your studio, have a Tupperware container marked emergency, and get ready to pack up all your shit and go. I mean, really, our torches, if this is your livelihood that you do for a regular job, then you need to make sure that it's safe and secure, and including if you're going to leave the house, that all your gas tanks are secure, everything's turned off, you know, all that stuff. Just, you know, and I'm only saying this now because I'm right in the middle of a hurricane and I'm thinking about this shit. So be prepared, have a plan, and other than that, it's probably better that I get going now so that I'm not going to get blown away out here or have a tree fall in the house and kill me or some dumb shit. Not to mention the fact that I'm getting soaking fucking wet. So either way, hope this makes sense. And again, it's also why I didn't have an episode out this week. We've just been between working and preparing for this hurricane. I haven't had a chance. I had Derek derec lined up for tonight, and we postponed it until the middle of the week, maybe next week sometime. So I'm going to put out a best of this coming up week, and then we'll be back on schedule from there. So either way, love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Quick episode, Hurricane Irma 2017 edition of the Wise Guy Radio Show. Print out the list and be prepared if you have to evacuate. Love you. Take care. Peace. This episode of the Wise Guy Radio Show is brought to you by Glassroots Art Show. Now entering its 9th year, Glassroots is designed for artists and distributors who wish to do wholesale business with shops and galleries. Located at the Monona Terrace Convention Center on beautiful Lake Monona in downtown Madison, Wisconsin, the art show features at least 25 glassworkers demonstrating and creating pieces for public viewing, live and silent auctions, raffles, and approximately 40 booths consisting of raw material supplies, functional and non-functional art, and glass charitable organizations. This year, in 2017, Glassroots will be held October 9th through the 11th, and for any more information, just go to glassrootsartshow.com. That's glassrootsartshow.com. This episode is also brought to you by The Flow magazine. Since its inception, the focus of The Flow has been to provide a bond among members of the lampworking community. This has been accomplished by developing relationships with the finest artists and sharing their techniques with you through in-depth, step-by-step tutorials. In every issue, you can enjoy great content with the hottest artists and cutting-edge techniques using the latest industry products. These features, along with the continuation of our Women in Glass edition, Glasscraft Emerging Artist Awards, inspiring gallery showcases, dynamic general interest articles, as well as health and safety information, make The Flow the leading international lampworking journal. For more information or to subscribe to The Flow, go to theflowmagazine.com. That's theflowmagazine.com. This is just a recording of the wind from Hurricane Irma 2017. It is about 9 p.m. Hey, come here real quick. Come here. You hear that? Come out, like outside. You hear that off in the distance? You hear that?
Yeah. I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, really?
It doesn't exactly sound like a train, but I still don't like the sound of that.